everyone. So it's been 1 month now traveling India. I started in the south and about a week ago I made my way north to the Golden Triangle. It's been one beautiful start to a trip, to say the least. I wanted to do this video once I had actually been using the bag and all of my gear properly. Full disclosure, this is not in any way sponsored. So the bag I'm using is from Amazon. The brand is, if I'm saying this right, Tarion, and it cost me, I think with a voucher applied, £50. Nothing too fancy and over the top, a great bargain at this point. It's been holding up really well and is very comfortable on my back. The bag currently weighs in at around 8.5 kilos and is full of gear I thought I would need. I probably didn't need to bring all of it, but it's my first time actually going away for an extended period of time with a bag of photography gear. The bag itself feels really sturdy, which is really, really good. Because I've been throwing it around India at the moment on the floors, anywhere I need to change out my gear. It has this really nice breathable mesh, which doesn't actually help too much when it's 34 to 36 degrees, but without it maybe my back would even be even sweatier. It has lots of pockets and a nice amount of space on the inside. So first up in the bag, I've got one camera body, and that's the camera body I'm filming on at the moment. I have no need for two bodies as of yet, and I had no need to bring two bodies with me to India. So my one and only camera body is the Fujifilm X-S10. It has a 26 megapixel sensor. It's really small, it's a great size, it's really great capability, and not to mention the deep hand grip, which I absolutely love. It's an all-round fun little camera. I really enjoy shooting on it. Plus, it's the first Fujifilm camera I ever bought, so it holds a really special place. I've had it for now nearly 2 years, and it's holding up really well. There's like a little bit of paint off the bottom, but that's really about it. I've dropped it once from maybe like waist height, really scary. And I even spilled a load of coffee on it last year when I went on a trip to Sardinia. Whilst I was on the plane. That was really silly, but it's still going strong. It's a really great camera, and I really love using it, which I think is really important. I think if you love the camera you're using, you don't want to kind of stray away from it. You don't want to upgrade, you don't want to move systems or anything like that. So yeah, I'm still really enjoying shooting on the X-S10. So moving on, we have the first lens, which has been surprisingly glued to my camera more than the others, and that's the Fujifilm 18 f2. It's a tiny beast of a lens and is an absolutely amazing candidate to accompany my camera for the streets. It's really small, as you can see, it's like a pancake lens. And it's one of those Fuji lenses that has that character. It's really subtle when you're out snapping, and because of the lightweight, you really don't feel this on the camera at all. And I've been really, really happy with some of the shots that I've been getting with this. The second lens in the bag needs no introduction, but it's the one I'm filming with at the moment. So it's kind of considered the magical one. It's the Fujifilm 35mm 1.4. If you ever get a chance to try it or want to buy it, then I would definitely recommend it. So third up, I've got this vintage lens, the Canon FD 50mm 1.4 SSC. I've just started my Vintage Street series that I posted a couple videos back, so you can check that out up here. So if you do love old lenses, yeah, definitely check out my Vintage Street series. It's just kind of look into what you can get on the streets doing street photography with older lenses. But yeah, that's the third lens. Last but not least is the absolute unit of a lens, and that is the Viltrox 85mm 1.8. Now, this lens is massive and I'm on the fence about whether or not I even needed to bring this thing. However, I seem to love it every time I attach it to the camera, and I love getting kind of creative with it. It opens up a different realm of photography for me. But it's just really big, and it's an absolute unit to lug around, especially when space is limited. So did I need it? Maybe, but yeah, you live and learn. So yeah, that is the Viltrox 85mm 1.8, and that's actually the version 2, so the updated version. So that's all the lenses that I've brought with me. That pretty much covers everything that I could want and need in street photography. So that is 18, 35, 50 and 85, which is the equivalent of, I think, 27, around 50, 75 and 127mm focal lengths on full frame cameras. Up we have the GoPro, and it is the GoPro Hero 10 Black. As you can see, I've attached it to a shoulder strap. This is my first GoPro, and it's really useful to have, especially for those point of view videos, any kind of like water-based videos I want to do. So I'm really glad I bought it. So next up we have a drone, the Mini 3 Pro from DJI. There it is. I've actually lost the gimbal protector yesterday when I was flying it. I was in a rush and I stupidly forgot to pick it up, and I think I know where it is, so I'm gonna hopefully go back to that place where I think it is, and I'm kind of hoping it is there, because I am a bit unsure about putting this in the bag by itself without the gimbal protector. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. The perspectives you get on this little machine is truly incredible. I'm in kind of like awe every time I use it and it takes off and I get to fly it. It still amazes me what what you can capture on a drone. Like, this kind of tech is insane, and I'm so glad I brought it. I just have the normal DJI controller. I don't have the screen in it. Maybe I'll upgrade when I get back, but for now my phone and using this is kind of all I need. Accessories wise, for audio, I am using the Hollyland wireless mics. You get 2 of them, a little receiver, and they come in a small little rechargeable box, which is perfect. Doesn't take up too much room in the bag, which is really great. I'm also using the Rode wireless shotgun mic, which I use for, you know, when I'm out on the streets, to kind of film if I want to pick up any audio that the Fujifilm might not offer, just to get a kind of clearer, you know, crisp audio. It's really small, so again, it doesn't take up too much room, and it's so easy to use. You just whip it out, attach it to the camera, plug it in, and you're away. So yeah, 2 really great purchases there, which I'm glad I brought with me. So I brought one filter with me, and that is Tiffin's Black Pro Mist filter, and it's the half strength. I kind of toyed with it in the UK for a little bit. I really like the images that it kind of produces and what it adds to the image, but I haven't used it yet in India. It's kind of one of those filters for when you're being a bit artsy and creative. Maybe I should use it. I'll let you know, and you can see what happens. So with me, I have 2 power banks, 2 chunky power banks. They both provide me with a lot of charge when I'm out doing photography. So one of them will primarily, I guess, be for drone shots, if I'm using my drone, and that will give me around about 3 or 4 full charges per full battery life. Power bank, so that's really handy. And then the other one is the same. I use it for charging the XS10 batteries. I actually have 5 XS10 batteries with me because the XS10 battery life isn't the best, in all honesty. 5 might be a bit overkill, but for me it does the trick. I also, in the accessories compartment, I have this little bag, and this little bag is from Viltrox. I think it came in my lens. Yeah, it definitely did. And in there I have you know, USB to USB-C to USB like cables, other cables that, you know, that you kind of need throughout your trip. So I've got plenty of these, 3, 4, 5 of them in the bag. I've also got this adapter from Benfei. The adapter is really handy for transferring all my images over. I also have a little mouse, little black mouse. For editing, I have made the jump recently over to Apple. So I have with me I brought a M2 MacBook Air in this nice, I think it's dark grey or dark blue. Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, I primarily have been using Windows since the dawn of time, since I was able to use computers. It's always been Windows. I've never had any Apple products, so it's quite a change for me. Before I was using the HP Omen 17 gaming laptop, and that thing is chunky, the 17-inch. It didn't work well off the mains. So I kind of got rid of that, sold that, and moved over to Apple in that sense. And it has been one of the best decisions I've made for a laptop, I think. It's great. Like I've always kind of been anti-Apple. I've still got a Samsung phone, so still using Android. But when I'm home, I might make the leap into an iPhone. So that's how well the MacBook has proved to me that it's just suitable for for the creative, I guess, for my needs, for using DaVinci Resolve, Lightroom, Photoshop. It's been fantastic, and it all runs off the mains, off mains. So like, yeah, I've never had a laptop where I haven't had to plug it in for like optimal use. So for me, the MacBook Air has been fantastic and a great kind of, yeah, like stepping stone into the world of Apple. Yeah, love it, and will definitely be upgrading or continuing to use MacBooks in the future. So other accessories I have this little pouch with me. So in it I have a couple pens, and I have my journal, orange for India, and in the journal just goes all my ideas, my thoughts surrounding photography or anything else I'm kind of feeling. The journal is your space, isn't it? Like, it's a really great tool to use, you know, for anybody, I think, to get your ideas down on paper, to not have them floating around in your head. I often use my phone, but I found you just can't beat pen and paper. Like, there's something about it. So yeah, one journal and some pens. I also have some playing cards in there for me and Danielle. Yeah, to play cards together. Recently I brought a book. I brought this in India. I brought this in Fort Kochi, and this is called Bantering with Bandits, and Other True Tales of India. This is from Annie Zaidi. It's really cool. I would definitely recommend it if you haven't checked it out. Yeah, gotta love a little book. Was gonna bring a Kindle, but again, there's something about paper. There's something about a physical copy of something. So yeah, definitely recommend it. So yeah, that is the camera backpack from Tarion, and all my gear that I have packed for around about 6 months. I'll try and pick it up now. There it is there. It is an absolute weighty thing. 9 kilos. Right there. But it's been great, and it hasn't let me down yet. It's a little bit scuffed from where I keep throwing it on the floor on the front, and the mesh has caught a little bit on some gravel and kind of torn a little bit, but apart from that, after a month of like solid use, throwing it around and lugging it around India, it's been great. So yeah. Really good first like a proper camera backpack that I've used, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, if you have liked this video, give it a little like, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.